The clipper function, found in your FP tab and the globals folder, allows you to clip a primitive or an object on a plane. It kind of acts as a 3D mask if you want to think of it that way. So what I'm going to do is go into my server. I have a 3D object here that was created in another program. I'm just going to group this and I'm going to rotate this and scale it up a little bit so that we can see it a little bit better. Now I'm going to go back into my built-ins, grab my clipper, and throw it on this model. And when I do that, you can see that it clips this model in half. If I click on my clipper and go into the clipper editor, there's not much that we have here. We have this option for planes. It says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. If I change it to 2 or 3 or 4, nothing happens. To access the other part of the clipper, we need to go into the scene settings. And within the scene settings, there is a clipper tab here. And once we're on the clipper tab, we have this option here for state. So state refers to the planes that we have. So if I go back into my clipper here and I turn my state 1 off, it turns that clipper off because our plane 1 is set in our clipper plugin editor. So if I turn my state back on, it turns the clipper back on, and now we can come in here and adjust our X, Y, and Z position of our clipper. There's also a rotation X and also a rotation Y that we can use to adjust the clipping plane. There's a reverse, so if we turn this reverse on, it just reverses the clip. So when I come in here and spin my model, you can see how this clipper stays on one plane and it clips this model in half. If you wanted to take one step further, what we could do is use the expert here. So I'm going to copy this model and I'm going to drag the expert down, and I'm going to get rid of my clipper on the container that has the expert. I'm going to turn on my expert and then change this to wireframe. So now we have two models and we have wireframe underneath, and we can clip out the solid model. When we're rotating our models, notice the clipper doesn't stay in one spot. We may want it to follow, and within the clipper setting there is an option here for track object, and if I drag my container on there that has the clipper, now when we rotate, this clipper will stay in one spot and keep it clipped on that one plane as you rotate it.